Now to tonight's special report, and Indigenous corporations across the country are steadily acquiring their own land to conserve and manage. Right now, about a quarter of Australia's landmass is owned by Indigenous groups. But there are still barriers for groups who aren't recognised as traditional owners or who can't afford to buy back land. Tonight we bring you a success story from the Kimberly. For the Karajarri people, it's been a 15-year struggle to take hold of their land. Now their young rangers are taking an important leadership role to develop the site for conservation and tourism. Bridget Brennan reports from Port Smith, nearly 200 kilometres south of Broome.
For these rangers, this is what a day in the office looks like.
The water is pretty clear and it's just a place for a getaway.
Karajarri country spans 32,000 square kilometres. It's patrolled by the largest ranger group in the Kimberly.
I like working as a ranger because it's being closer to my family, because the Karajarri Rangers are more like we're just one big family, and it's more protecting our land and culture.
Jess Bangu is a pioneer. She's one of the first female Aboriginal rangers to work in northern WA and wants more women to follow in her footsteps.
Give them confidence in doing what they really love doing.
Swim, fish.
The new generation is emerging. 18-year-old Petha hopes more of her peers will join her.
At least I could have a partner to talk to while going out on country with the boys.
People will have lived here for thousands of years, and we have stories where people have come here from the first sailing ships. We have stories here from the stolen generation. So by living here, it's very important. It's got all these histories. This very tree is...
Elders, including Jimmy Edgar, fought for 2 decades to acquire this parcel of land called Billing Billing. Until late last year, this park was privately owned. Now the Karajarri have it back.
It's like a little baby. You've got to start small and it'll grow.
Since 1996, the government-funded Indigenous Land Corporation has bought 255 properties for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. That's 6 million hectares of land in regional, remote and urban Australia. The corporation has $2 billion more in the bank to fund more projects.
To ensure, first and foremost, that when the land is divested back to them, that they have a great say in what it is they would like to see happen, how it's to be developed, who's involved and who it's for.
Land ownership can be the first step, but development can be the next challenge. Karajarri Rangers are building safe walking paths for new visitors. They're hoping to find investors to build new tourism facilities.
Not all land immediately is going to yield an economic return, but there may well be a social, cultural and environmental return.
Australia's Indigenous tourism industry is growing slowly, and there are travellers eager for more cultural experiences.
That's what we've been, trying to look for. Yeah, it's been hard. Like, you've got the cities like Broome and places like that, but we appreciate things like that and be able to be on this land. We are very appreciative of it.
But it's a delicate balancing act, with visitor numbers managed carefully to protect sacred sites.
A lot of places get destroyed in the areas where local people like to go fishing, and just to teach tourists how to respect the land and manage it well.
For the land and the people, there are obvious benefits to this key acquisition. Bridget Brennan, ABC News, Port Smith.